my name is Sheila Beck, and do you that am I from another planet? Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell, so you are notified when new videos drop. So the question I have percolating through my head today is when is it okay, when is it kosher to cancel someone? Because Joss Whedon is in the midst of being cancelled, and you know he was very much on this side of the angels, the side of the elite, shall we say? So when does it become okay to cancel someone? So to answer that, we need to look at somebody who would cancel someone. So we're not talking about anybody normal. Like normal people don't want to cancel anyone, right? I mean, listen, I find Pedro Pascal quite disgusting, right? He really disgusts me. I don't really think I'm interested in watching The Mandalorian anymore after the whole Gina Carano thing. But I want to see him. It's like, yeah, there is like the ironic justice of him being cancelled would amuse me. Like the ironic justice of Joss Whedon being cancelled is funny, okay? It's just funny. But yeah, I don't want to see somebody like, penniless, living on the street, destroy. Okay, so normal people don't cancel anyone. So we are just dealing with the Twitterati, the crazy tiny clump of piss babies that control Twitter and have taken over the Western world. Those people. So they will only cancel someone if there is no danger in it. They only come after you if there is no danger in it whatsoever, because they are massive cowards. As long as being racist and idiots and morons, they're also cowards. I can think of no good character trait these people have. I really can't. Everything I think of that is good, they are bad. They are just very, very bad. So yeah, so that's what I think is going on with Joss Whedon. I'm going to get into my thoughts on why he's being cancelled. And we're going to be looking at some of the cancellation material just because it's funny. You know, I can't listen. I do think it's kind of fun to have a bit of a laugh at him because he's been such a massive dick, right? Such a massive dick. And again, that ironic justice is a big part of me. Not a good part. Not a good part, but there you go. Before we get there, can you hit the subscribe button? Freaking awesome. Thank you very much. I am insanely grateful. Can you hit the share button? Can you hit the like button? I did that backwards. Normally I start with like, then go to share, then subscribe. But yeah, why not? Let's change things up a bit. Speaking of change things up a bit, my Indiegogo has launched. Here, you can check it. The link is in the video notes. Go check it out. Listen, I give out prizes on the channel every week, normally for competitions. Well, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that while the campaign's running. I'm giving prizes out to the backers of the campaign. So if it's something that you would consider looking at, you might win a prize. So what's your prize? Every 5 backers, I choose somebody at random. So the next prizes are Breaking Bad, the complete 3rd season, Return of the King special edition. The books, I got a couple of Judge Dredd books here. Judge Dredd, the Complete Claims Files, Volume 20 and Volume 15, right? So those are the next 4 prizes giving out. Probably I'm going to be giving them out, well, at least 2. I need to give 2 out still. Will be on my next live stream, which will be tomorrow on Tuesday. But yeah, go check it out. Listen, the way I want to monetize channels is not doing memberships or super chats and things like that. I want to offer you something of genuine value, which I think these 2 books are. I think they're very good, if I may say so myself. Also, I tithe my income. So I'm giving between 10 and 20% of whatever profit I make from this to charities. Stick till the end of the video so I can tell you about the charities. Even if there's something that you're not interested in, go check out the charities. They're both absolutely excellent. And I am thrilled to be able to be able to show for them. Just before I move on, just to let you know, the campaign's going very well. We're well on the way to the first stretch goal. I think by the time we're done, right now you have one package. It's on sale at $35. There's only, I think, 5 left now. Yeah, I think there's 5. Yeah, 5 of those left. Then it goes up to 40 for the next 40, and then it goes up to 45 for everybody else, right? So there's 5 left. At that price, and you get both graphic novels and all 4 art cards, somewhat pervy art cards, if I may say so myself. That will probably increase to 10 art cards by the end of the campaign, if we hit the stretch goals. And I think the Imperium is going to expand by another 20 pages. In fact, listen, I don't want to say where it's going, but it's going well enough that we may, all the backers may get an additional comic as well. That's something that we're considering. We have to just see, where we get to with the campaign. Fine. So stick to the end of the video. I'll tell you about the charities. Let's look at this video. So what's going on with Joss Whedon? That all the piss babies on Twitter they found inconformity, somebody kosher to spawn piranha like, and so it doesn't matter, it's one of their own. They eat him straight away. So I have a theory. This is tied into the Zack Snyder Justice League. Zack Snyder cut Justice League is coming out March. I saw the trailer came out yesterday. Looks freaking awesome. Okay, just looks freaking awesome. I hope they do more. They were supposed to do, 6-movie series. I hope we do more and see more of it. I'm really, really psyched for this. But I think what everyone has really forgotten about through this whole thing is how bad this is going to make Joss Whedon look. Because his version of Justice League, kind of garbage. And I think compared to Zack Snyder's, it's going to be embarrassing. So he's about to get his ass handed to him. So I think that's probably why the Wolves are out to come and counsel him. So let's see what Firefly writer Jose Molina, who I remember when they made Firefly, this guy was just talking praises of Joss Whedon constantly. I think if you go on to the commentaries, he's still there going, "Oh, Josh, you're so great. Can I suck your dick? Really? Yeah, please, because you're so..." I might be wrong. He may not have been offering to perform fellatio on his boss on the DVD commentary. I don't know. Go check it out for yourself. Bragged about bringing so Joss Whedon bragged about bringing female writers to tears. So I'm always fascinated. How do you end up this degenerate, right? How do you end up this degenerate? And the answer's like this, I think. In Judaism, there's an idea that mitzvah gureh mitzvah, a good deed births another good deed. Like when you start doing good stuff, you just end up doing more good stuff. What's that Jack Nicholson movie? As Good as It Gets, right? That's basically the story of this movie. And the inverse is true. When you start doing bad stuff, when you start giving into your, the darker parts of your psyche, you're going to do more. It's going to lead to one thing to another, till eventually you're on Bounding into Comics with your former employee / friend ratting you out, right? So I completely believe this. Firefly writer Jose Molina has added his voice in the chorus of those accusing Joss Whedon because it's safe, because they're cowards, because they're piss babies of abusive behavior. This doesn't excuse Joss Whedon's abusive behavior, but it is funny to see his basic lack of morality and the basic lack of morality of the society he lives in eating himself, right? So, the director describing the director as casually cruel and claiming he used to brag about bringing female writers to tears. Yeah, honestly, this is just in a different universe for me. I don't understand why anybody would feel this way, feel the need to do this. On February 12th, in response to the claims made by numerous Buffy the Vampire Slayer actors, including Charisma Carpenter, Michelle Trachtenberg, and Amber Benson. I don't remember what Michelle Trachtenberg and Amber Benson said. Amber Benson said that he played favorites, he made you feel bad, we had this Svengali control over you. But I remember Christina Carpenter's testimony. She basically said he made fun of her because she's a Christian, which I think is... this culture war, this cultural divide, just really, I believe, completely boils down to is how comfortable you are with the idea of there being an Old Testament God, right? An Old Testament morality. So you may actually be an atheist. You may not believe in God, but if you're okay with it, I think you're on one side of the aisle. If you hate the idea of there being biblical morality, you'll be on the other side. So I think that was a lightning rod to Joss Whedon, that he saw that she was Christian and she was pregnant, and the first thing he said, "Are you keeping the baby?" And then he called her fat and just made, and basically, and they treated her terribly, and then kept stringing along and then fired her, right? Because he's a whole piece of garbage, right? Casually cruel, right? And as Molina retweeted Benson's statement, adding, "Casually cruel is the perfect way to describe Josh, describing Joss." Not good. Casually Crawls are perfectly described us. He thought being mean was funny. Making female writers cry during note session was especially hysterical. He actually liked to boast about about the time he made one writer cry twice in one meeting. What a piece of filth, right? I've met people like this before, right? And they're all human garbage. Right, that's the bottom line. They're all human garbage, right? Anybody needs to put something down to make themselves all good, which is clearly what's going on here. Is human garbage, right? And I really believe that listen, I'm looking at a picture of Joss Whedon and Charisma Carpenter here. She's stunningly beautiful, intelligent, and Christian, right? And he's mad he can't have her. I think basically, right? And because he's scum, he's just filthy scum. The latest wave of accusations against Whedon began on February 10th when Buffy, the Vampire Slayer actress Christina Carpenter, voiced her support for Justice League actors' claims at the hands of Whedon and abuse at the hands of Whedon, and asserted the directors abused his power on numerous occasions while working together on the sets of Buffy Vampire Slayer Angel. And yeah, again, as an aside, I if you track down the root of all evil, what is the root of all evil? You know, I don't think it's wanting gratification. I don't think it's ego. I think it's more than anything else, it's taking power that you have and misusing it. That is the absolute core of all evil. And think about it. Anything you think is evil, it basically boils down to that. While he found his misconduct amusing, it only serves to intensify my performance anxiety, disempower me, and alienate me from my peers. Wrote Carpenter. Disturbing incidents triggered a chronic physical condition which I still suffer. I am really genuinely sorry to hear that she went through that. So, Millennium was not alone in showing his support for actors on Friday. Marty Noxon, who serves as showrunner on Buffy the Vampire, that's where I knew her name from, Buffy the Vampire Slayer during the final 2 seasons. They weren't that great. Those final 2 seasons, tweeted that she would like to validate what the women of Buffy are saying and support them in telling their story. They deserve to be heard. Is it maybe like something in the culture of Hollywood that you've got to be like tough enough, and you've got to be able to take being made to cry to be able to move forward in your career? Or are they just like terrible human beings? I think they're just terrible. I think I'm going to go with they're probably just terrible human beings. I understand where at Christina, Amber, Michelle, and all the women who have spoken out are coming from, she said. Not good for you. It's a 1 of 2, okay? It's a tweet 1 of 2. You know it's going to get worse. Noxon shared an article in which she and Emmy Award-winning Mad Men writer Carter Gordon recently wrote about some of their own experiences in the business and what we think can be done to help make it better. Okay, here's what you can do to make it better. And the problem with the entertainment industry is it's devoid of any form of moral center, right? It's terrible that women are given a choice, or I guess men as well, are given a choice of performing sexual favors or not being cast in a commercial or whatever. Yeah, it's terrible. I agree with that, but it's equally terrible that women, anybody, women, men, anybody, agree. Yeah, everybody is guilty for creating this environment of complete, immorality. If you let sex become transactional, your society will become corrupt overnight, and that's exactly what happened, in Hollywood, and they've been that way for I don't know, 100 years, 50 years. No, I think I'm closer to 100 years, like 1930s. Yeah, so 80, 90 years. Yeah, so, and misuse of power. Misuse of power is where all evil comes from. And I'm sorry, everybody subscribing to this, in this society, is I think guilty to one extent or another, unless they're fighting against it. Like, although when they do fight against it, like Gal Gadot came out and got a lot of people off Wonder Woman 2, Wonder Woman 84, who she felt was like part of this problem, and then the movie was garbage. So I don't know. Maybe you need to be a horribly abusive person to be able to make decent TV or movies. I think. Reason help make it better. Fine, so she's got an article in the Hollywood Reporter. Maybe we'll look at that at my live stream. What do I think about Molina's claims? Hey, what? That he's agreeing with everybody else. It's incredibly corroborative. And then we have this other website over here, a great website from Bleeding Fool. This is Sarah Michelle Gellar. So I'm intrigued to hear what she's going to say. I am proud to have my name associated with Buffy Summers. I don't want to be associated with the name Joss Whedon. Not anymore. I guess that I am more focused on raising my family and surviving a pandemic currently. So is she still married to Freddie Prinze Jr.? Was she ever married to Freddie Prinze Jr.? He was a bit of a dick recently. I don't know. I remember hearing something. I am more focused on raising my family and surviving a pandemic currently, so I will not be making any further statements at this time. Leave me alone. I'm getting into my bunker. I don't want to know anything about this, is what you say. But I stand with all the survivors, because if I don't, they're going to eat me alive. And Joss is dead in the water. He's weak. So that's just where I go. And I'm proud of them for speaking out. So do we have any other? This is Curtis McCarpenter's statement. It's really sad, right? And Trachtenberg said what he did was bad, but we win by surviving. Surviving. I'm gonna have to look up what you said he did to you. But being a dick isn't something you survive. It's like here's a horrible truth. Okay, you have dicks everywhere in the world, right? And they're not fun to deal with. But it's like, dealing with them isn't a question of surviving. I understand. Listen, although having said that, I don't know what you're alleging, Michelle, but I'm glad you're doing better. I'm glad you're doing better today. So there you go. So the question was, when is it kosher? When is it kosher to cancel someone in the mind of somebody and adherent on cancel culture when they're weak? When they're weak, it's completely kosher to do that, and you should feel completely empowered, right? Absolutely, completely empowered to do it. Fine. So let's have a look at these charities that we are proud to support. We are absolutely proud to support. No, that's the wrong one. This one over here. There you go. That's my Indiegogo. Doing very well. Go check it out. Two really stonking great stories. Firstly, we have Yad Eliezer. Yad Eliezer started up as a charity. One thing that's great about them, a lot of charities will take like 49%. To run more. Like when you look at the work though, it's really bad. This charity runs on fumes. Like they put everything they can into the mission, which is dealing with poverty throughout Israel. I think it's very important to choose a local charity when deciding which charity to adopt to patronize. And the other one is this one is also kind of local to me because it's Peter Capaldi charity. He highlighted Noah's Ark is a hospice. We help families make every precious moment count. It's a hospice for children, right? They make every moment of a child's life and the family's life just better. I can't. It's just you are those wonderful people. You are absolutely the most wonderful people, and I think you humble all of us. If my graphic novels are not something that interests you, just go check them out. Go check them out. If you give, if you can afford to give like 10p, like a quarter, whatever, do it. Do it. I really think you do. It doesn't matter the amount of charity you give. It really doesn't. Give 1 penny. It is good for you. It makes you a better person. If you don't have a penny, go and give your time. Go and give your time. You'll just be. I'm just telling you because I think you're going to be happier for it. And so I'll certainly be happier for is you going to back my Indiegogo. So there we go. We got our happiness sorted out. Got your happiness sorted out. You go and volunteer and give all your time to come to charity. My happiness, you go and buy my books, and then we're all happy, right? We're all happy. You're welcome. I'm glad. I'm glad we decided to sit down and talk this out. My name is Sheila Beckett, the Rabbi from Another Planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.